Well, well, well. Trigger warning, I'm about to pour you a cup of tea that's gonna make you unhappy. But I just want you to remember that there's nothing that they are doing that we cannot undo. And I also want you to remember tit for tat, baby. Tit for tat. Yes, now let me pour you this bitter cup of tea. The Supreme Court voted to allow ICE to make indiscriminate stops in LA. The 6-3 decision lifts a federal judge's order that agents not make stops relying on factors like their personal ethnicity or the language that they speak. That's right. Today, the Supreme Court decided that we could discriminate. Now, ICE is allowed to stop people because they're brown or because they may assume that they speak Spanish, dear. That's where we are in America today. Discrimination, apparently, according to the Supreme Court, is okay. Yep, bitter tea, in fact. Bitter tea. But I just want to remind you, there's nothing they're doing that we can't undo. But let's just think about this for a minute. Now that the Supreme Court says that we can absolutely hem people up based on what we think because of their appearance, dear, there's this thought that the red hats have that liberals won't do what needs to be done because we're weak, hun. Not this liberal. I'll be absolutely happy to take all of those new policies that your pappy has put into play and turn them around and use them on you to have you thrown out of town. Since he can claim anything he wants to, since he can claim any organization is terrorist, boo, and he can discriminate against them in any kind of way, what makes you think that libs like me won't use that same shit against you in the future? Because I'd be more than happy to declare anybody who puts on a red hat a terrorist, dear, and have you hemmed up expeditiously and removed out of here. Guantanamo Bay, anybody? Fill it with red hats in a future day? You're so busy using your hate against others that it never occurred to you that that same exact hate would come back to hem you up one day. Yes, indeed. Because hate is a two-way street. That never occurred to any of y'all, did it, dear? While he is using the federal government to come after his political enemies, claiming that the Democrats did exactly that to him. Trust me, if we had exercised the entirety of the full force of the federal government against that orange fool when we were supposed to, this wouldn't even be a topic of discussion today because he would already be locked away. So there was no lawfare at play. But there will be in a future day. And it's not just the orange guy that we'll be coming for. We'll be coming for all of you who terroristically supported the fool. You really, really, really underestimated the things that a liberal will do.